I want you all to look at this. For no reason, you will be scrolling through social media and see African people in Trinidad and Tobago being racist and discriminating against the Indian population that live here in Trinidad and Tobago. We will never be scrolling through social media and ever see an Indian making these types of videos about African people in Trinidad and Tobago, or racially stereotyping and creating negative stereotypes about them, like what I'm about to show you here, and this does be the same people that love to call East Indian racist. They love to call the Indian population that lives in Trinidad and Tobago racist, but do we ever see Indian people making racial videos about African people for no reason? Have we ever seen an Indian person ever make a video negatively stereotyping African people online like what I'm about to show you here? I have never seen that. All the videos that I have seen an Indian person said something about an African person has always been a response. Let's take a look at what this man said and let's look at my response to it. Now I've cut the video to the points I wanted to show you all because he made a long video over 10 minutes talking a pack of shit, trying to disguise what the point of the video he made. You can see the full video on his page, or you can check my YouTube. I will post it up there for you to view the full video and be the judge. Let's look at it.
Is the 2022 Trinbagonian woman have to be fearful of East Indian men? Yes, I said it. Does the 2022 Trinbagonian woman need to be afraid of East Indian men? There is a clear-cut case where we are seeing that East Indian males are coming off as very erratic and very unpredictable and very life-threatening to Trinbagonian women. And I am not saying that it doesn't happen on the Afro-Trinbagonian citizen side, but especially on the Indo-Trinbagonian citizen side, the East Indian males, you all have been noticing the pattern, and I've been asking myself a genuine question. Should women be fearful of putting themselves with you all? Some of them have wealthy background and sisters, trust me sisters, and know that the wealth could be, could be drawing you in. Everybody wants to live comfortable. Everybody wants the nice cars, the nice food, the nice restaurant, the nice life, the entertainment. But it usually comes with a lot of things where these men is concerned. It comes with abuse. It comes with alienation. It comes with you not being able to have a proper social life. It comes with being controlled. And in some cases, or most cases, I'm seeing a pattern here where when you decide to step out and gravitate to having a life, or even in a case of probably having another person, it ends with you losing your life.
Listen to how sick this man is. And this is something a lot of African people does do here in Trinidad and Tobago, because I does see this with my own eyes. They love to racially stereotype others. They love to bawl. The Indian love to fight for land. The Indian love to drink Gramazon. Gramazon is the Indian tonic. The people with the most to talk about does want to be the one pointing the finger and create negative stereotypes at other races. Because that is what these people are doing. They are creating negative stereotypes to bring down the Indian people in Trinidad and Tobago. This is how racist and disgusting these people are here in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm showing you it in front of your eyes. Everything I say here or in any of the other channels I always present something for you to see. I would never come here and talk this he said, she said, thing. What I does can't understand is the people with the most to talk about does be the one that quick to point a finger at others. Have you ever realized that? Do they know how much stereotypes we can give them? Do they look at the news every day and see what race of people does be making news every day? But have Indian people ever make videos like this stereotyping African people? Have they ever? Have you ever seen the Chinese population that live in Trinidad do this? Have you ever seen the Spanish population doing this? Have you ever seen the Syrian population that lives here doing this? Have you ever seen the Indian doing this? And this does be the people when you go on social media that love to call others racist. You could go up on social media right now and you're sure to see an African calling somebody racist online. You're sure to see that. No one could deny that they have not seen what I'm talking about. But when they're living in an African majority country where they have an African government, look at how racist it does be to other racist, because look at what this man in this video doing. This man racially stereotyping a whole race of men based of the actions of some. What about if Indian men do this? Think about if an Indian man had done this. This would have been shared all over social media. It might have made news too. Look at how long this man made this video, and is like everyone one just turn a blind eye to it in Trinidad. No one in the media had nothing to say. So, it's okay for this man because he is an African to come up of social media and create a negative stereotype about Indian to bring down Indian people, stereotyping a whole race of people. Think about it, this man stereotyping a whole race of people. Would they like an Indian to call all African a thief? Would they like an Indian person to make a video calling the whole race of African people a thief or a rapist who does rape and kill women and dump their bodies in Aripo Heights? Who's doing this in Trinidad? He said that domestic violence is more rampant on the Indian side. Like if we hardly hear about domestic violence coming from African men. Like if this only happens once every year. Or once every 2 years, or once every 3 years or something like that coming from the African side. Well, let's look at all these cases since like it does hardly ever happen in the African side according to him, and Indian men does be acting erratic and unpredictable, and very life-threatening to women that live in this country according to him. Because this is what he said in the video. Imagine that. Indian man is a threat to women in this country. This is what this man is saying for us in this video. Look at the negative stereotype this man is trying to paint of Indian men in this country of Trinidad and Tobago to bring us down as a race of people. And then it will have people that will come and say that this man is not sick and racist. Let's look at these domestic violence cases, and after I will tell you what is these people problem. Patricia Phillip and Moses Burnell, both from Enterprise, Changuanas. And the news report states. A 35-year-old mother of 3 was killed and her body burned beyond recognition at her home in Manzanilla on Thursday evening by a man she reportedly knew. The tragic incident reportedly took place in full view of Patricia Phillip's 7-year-old son. Imagine that he killed her in front of her son. But remember what this big fat lump of shit said. Indian men is a threat to women in this country. They does act erratic, unpredictable and life-threatening, and women need to be afraid of Indian men. Remember, this is what this big fat lump of shit said, right? Phillip was originally from Eagle Avenue, Branch Trace, Enterprise, but she was killed while at a friend's house on the Eastern Main Road, Manzanilla. Police said Phillip's son was not hurt during the incident, but was reportedly found walking on the streets. According to a police report, at about 5:30 p.m., Phillip was with her son at the friend's home when the suspects stormed in and attacked her. Phillip's friend told police that he ran away and later saw his house on fire. Phillip's body, which was burnt beyond recognition, was found among the rubble of the house in an area believed to be the living room. Phillip's son, police said, was found in good health and unharmed approximately a quarter-mile away from where the incident occurred. Asked if they knew she had been abused allegedly by the suspect, Phillip's relatives said she never told them anything. However, on Thursday night after the incident they allegedly heard from Phillip's children that the suspect used to hit her. But she never told us anything about it, Muhammad said. So, imagine that, from the news report, this man killed the woman and burned her body to where it was unrecognizable, right? But remember what fat ass said, Indian man does be acting erratic and unpredictable, and is a threat to women in this country. Don't go with them because it come with abuse, it come with alienation. It come with you not having a proper social life, and it comes with you losing your life. Remember he said this right. Krishana Muhammad and Jason Romero, both of Mayro. Krishana Muhammad, a 24-year-old mother of 3, was savagely chopped to death by a 40-year-old man, known to her, at her La Brea Village, Mayro home on Wednesday. Police said Muhammad was at home when the man arrived around 10:55 a.m. The two had an argument. The man chopped Muhammad several times to her neck, almost severing it. She died on the scene. So imagine that, this man chopped this woman several times on the neck. Just imagine someone chopping you on your neck to the point where it was almost severed, meaning it was almost removed. Imagine that. But remember what fat ass said, Indian men does be acting erratic and unpredictable, and is a threat to women in this country. Don't go with them because it come with abuse, it come with alienation. It come with you not having a proper social life, and it comes with you losing your life. Remember he said this right. Now back to the news report. The man ran away but was stopped by police officers, and allegedly confessed to killing Muhammad. He was arrested and handed over to police at the Mayro station. Police went to Muhammad's home where they found a 12-inch cutlass. Squatting beside his mother, who was sitting in a chair, Isaiah struggled to contain his emotions as he spoke about Muhammad's 3-month troubled relationship with the man. He said Muhammad kept her problems hidden for a long time. Look at this, she kept her problems hidden for a long time before this incident happened. So just imagine how much women have been abused by African men, and has not come out and said anything about it because of shame and pride. Just imagine that. Now back to the story. Like she can't take it again. She told us she's trying to end the relationship. The relative said. Quem Eyes and Shady from Temple Street, La Remaine. Police charged a 24-year-old security officer on Saturday night for the December 3 murder of his wife, Shady Dazrath, a 31-year-old customer sales representative. Police reported that around 11 p.m. on December 2nd, Dazrath returned to the Temple Street, Lorraine, apartment she shared with the suspect, where she had an argument with him over a mark he had seen on her body. He later told officers he went to sleep in the living room, but when he checked on her 2 hours later he found her unresponsive. The man then informed one of his neighbors, a police officer, who then contacted the command center. Homicide Bureau officers visited the apartment and found Dazrath with a wound to her forehead. An autopsy done at the Forensic Science Center, Federation Park, concluded she had died of blunt force trauma and had sustained broken ribs as well. So there she was beaten with an object to the head for her to develop blood force trauma injury, and was beaten with that object for her to break her ribs. But remember what fat ass said, Indian man does be acting erratic and unpredictable, and is a threat to women in this country. Don't go with them because it come with abuse, it come with alienation. It come with you not having a proper social life, and it comes with you losing your life. Remember he said this right. Roger John and Amanda Lead from Arima. An Arima man was expected to appear virtually before a magistrate on Thursday, charged with the murder of his wife, Amanda Lead, on May 28. Lead's burnt body was found by police who responded to a report of a disturbance at her home. Officers saw a fire coming from an apartment, and the mother of three was found under a bed frame in a bedroom. An autopsy revealed she died from multiple stab wounds. So he stabbed her multiple times and tried to burn her body according to the reports. But remember what fat ass said, Indian men does be acting erratic and unpredictable, and is a threat to women in this country. Don't go with them because it come with abuse, it come with alienation. It come with you not having a proper social life, and it comes with you losing your life. Remember he said this right. Ellis Stewart from Maloney, a police corporal, has been charged with 2 counts of common assault against his wife and 15-year-old son. Ellis Stewart, 44, was also ordered out of the family's home when he appeared before an Arima magistrate. Police said the charges stemmed from a police report made to the Maloney police station, which detailed an alleged domestic dispute at 11 p.m. on Saturday, in which there was argument at their Maloney home. During the exchange, the woman reported to police that her husband allegedly pushed her against a wall and pulled out a firearm which he pointed at her neck. Their son, police were also told, intervened in an attempt to stop the commotion, but was deterred by the suspect, who allegedly also pointed the firearm at him. So the police officer pushed her against a wall and pulled out his firearm and pointed it in her face. Their son tried to stop what was happening, and he pointed the firearm at his son. But remember what fat ass said, Indian men does be acting erratic and unpredictable, and is a threat to women in this country. Don't go with them because it come with abuse, it come with alienation. It come with you not having a proper social life, and it comes with you losing your life. Remember he said this right. Giselle Phillip and Kirk Fields. The start of term was traumatic for several infants at Baby's preschool on Independence Square in Port of Spain as they looked on while a man entered the school and fatally stabbed the principal Giselle Phillip. At least 5 pupils were inside when the 48-year-old woman was attacked. Phillip was stabbed, allegedly by an estranged partner, mere minutes before the start of the first school day after the Christmas vacation. Witnesses said the 43-year-old man then calmly walked into the Besson Street police station and surrendered. Imagine that, this man walk in school and stab up a principal in front of students. But remember what fat ass said, Indian men does be acting erratic and unpredictable, and is a threat to women in this country. Don't go with them because it come with abuse, it come with alienation. It come with you not having a proper social life, and it comes with you losing your life. Remember he said this right. Shireen Huggins and Kevin La Harris from Laventil. A young mother of 4 was chopped to death in her Laventil home by her estranged husband early yesterday morning. Her killer died by suicide at Woodford Square in Port of Spain, less than 2 hours later. Her 4 children witnessed her murder, her brother-in-law said. Huggins' brother-in-law Isaiah Worrell told the Express the couple separated more than 2 months ago. Harris attempted to reconcile, but Huggins made it clear the relationship was over, Worrell said. So, look at it, he tried to reconcile the relationship he had with this girl, and when she said no, he chopped her to death and took his own life. But remember what fat ass said, Indian men does be acting erratic and unpredictable, and is a threat to women in this country. Don't go with them because it come with abuse, it come with alienation. It come with you not having a proper social life, and it comes with you losing your life. Remember he said this right. Go view part 2 of this video. It is worth it.